Hi there and welcome back to Japan, where we're going to be checking out a little bit more Filipino music, and thank you very much for the suggestion that came in recently. We were looking for some more Filipino stuff to listen to. A lot of people mentioned stuff like Eraserheads, and just to cover in case you weren't here when we first started checking out Filipino music, Eraserheads is one of the groups we've tried to check out, but you get copyright blocked if you even try. So I know they're like one of the biggest names in the history of Philippine music, but we can't get into them. Not our fault. We're trying our best. But what we did get was a really interesting suggestion. This is probably the longest video I think we've covered, so we're going to get into this quite quickly. It's almost 15 minutes long. Now, it's by 187 MOBSTAZ. MOBSTAZ. And it's called We Don't Die, We Multiply. Now, that's making me think there's going to be a lot going on in this. I have no idea what to expect, but I have been told on good authority this is interesting. It's got a lot of views online.
Yeah. Let's see if it's about birth control.
Interesting.
and increased mortality, you know.
And mathematics.
Maybe.
All right. Anyway, look, like I say, we got this on a lot of recommendations, so just see what happens. But all I know is it's hip-hop of some kind.
Baby boomer hip-hop.
The movement is dedicated to Reagan Chubby Manabat, 1976 to 2010.
We multiply.
Died at 34 years old.
Well, they do multiply. Holy crap.
Well, if that's where they're starting from before they multiply, we got a lot of people coming up. Wow.
Here comes the storm rushing in. Don't care what other people say. Living every day the hip hop life. We don't die, we multiply. Oh, you try to quit because the love is gone. Without music, I'm feeling
Good funky start. I really hope they make the most of this beat. Interesting and very deliberate use of syllable placement there.
Yeah.
Really interesting flow.
Oh,
That's a bass.
that's a fat drop.
That's what happens when you get the drop without the build-up. Nice impactful flow.
I think I can get why this video is so long now. It's like, they're a democracy, everyone gets a verse.
It's like 21 seconds to go, but better. It's a shame when we can't understand the lyrics, but you get the flow of it very much.
It'd be funny when he pulls out that gun, everyone just runs. The song's over. Oh shit, he's got a gun!
This guy's listening, he's like tripping some triplets over the beat there. These last couple of guys have had some really interesting sort of like interpretations of the rhythm of the beat.
This guy's quite distinctive. Oh, crikey.
God damn. He's kind of almost singing it. He's flowing it so naturally. Just singing over the beat.
That guy contributes.
This is one of those rappers who's going for the idea that the space is more important than just filling up the beat. Those little gaps, how he's accenting each little bit. And this is kind of like the opposite approach, you know, accenting it by filling in the gaps. He's got a cool voice though.
I wonder if all those grunts and are part of his style.
Totally can't hear you. I like how each of them got a slightly different style of production on their voice. Like he's got some really heavy layering to really thicken up the sound of his voice in there. You wouldn't argue with that guy and his layered voice.
I'm not sure. I wouldn't argue with the guy with the gun. That's who I wouldn't argue with.
I'm going to assume that they all know him, so I wouldn't really argue with any of them.
They watched the video back and they go, there was a guy with a gun behind us.
Oh, you got to have a soulful member, haven't you? We flipped language. Everyone's English now.
Well, maybe these are the guys who did their stuff in English.
Time to reignite the flame. My soul just joined the ranks. Fight the fakes that keep on aiming but shooting blanks. Foundation laying it down on the stone of immortality. Money that's matched. That's plain reality. And the sum of the difference.
When you got this many rappers, it's very difficult for everyone to have their own completely individual style. But I do think that although they're working from the same basic rhythm, you're getting enough different interpretations to keep it sound fresh as it moves along. And no one's outstaying their welcome, you know? Passing the mic on.
That guy's Eric Cartman colour hat was really distracting in that shot.
Oh god, I'm going to see him eventually now.
Yeah. Stan Lee?
This is what you did not know. Stan Lee. Writes comics, even more of a sick rapper.
ng punong may ugat na ang dugo ay musika 187 MOBSTAZ. Alam mo na kung ano ang aking ibig sabihin. Nagsimula sa iilan din ay di na makaya na sumahan. Ang bilang na mga di mapigilang
interesting flow.
Nakasabi sa pambihira at natanging kapatirang itinuring na ama ng mga hip-hop sa Pinas. We don't die, we multiply, yeah. Malabo kami nagdako, papalagay na lang natin kami nagtago dahil kailangan na pahinga.
Wasn't he in Black Eyed Peas?
It does look like he's escaped from somewhere.
He scares me more than the guy with a gun. He scares me more than the guy with a gun.
The sort of tribal fighter that they let out of cage.
Yeah.
To fight you. It's like, bring out the warrior. Open a cage, he comes out screaming.
He was in the ring, I'm pretty sure. Ooh, that was cool. Hey, nailed that. I like how he's changing up the tone of his voice there, quite a bit so loud bits.
Some of these guys are so distinctive.
Yeah. That's what's amazing. I mean, how many there are? Like 187 of them, I guess. I wish I knew what that line was.
He's the magician of the lot. David Blaine.
Credit, this guy's actually, he's put down a nice hook for this, you know. It's kind of got your sort of
Craig David kind of thing going on.
yeah, it's got a bit of a Craig David thing, but it not so whiny as Craig David, but it works in the context of the song. It's nice to contrast against the rappers.
It looks pretty humid out there. I don't think he should be wearing a leather jacket.
That's such a cool flow he's got there that he has to wear a leather jacket even if he's going to boil. Again, that's one of those more accented flows with the spaces in there. Distinctive voice. He's like the one who doesn't stress his voice for anyone.
So he's the Snoop Dogg of the
yeah, he's the Snoop Dogg of the group. So I rap at my own volume. You're not going to make me shout. Oh, I really do like his flow. It works for his voice. He's got that sort of grit to his voice as well.
But then he shoots you.
Then he kills me, so I can't say anything about it. It was good, but then I died. Damn.
Overkill.
Jesus Christ. Be careful who you make friends with in the Philippines, guys.
I'd really like to know what this part of the lyrics says. He'll just kill everyone, this guy.
Whatever it is, I agree.
Yes. I am inclined to agree. Whoa, they really want that guy dead. Holy hell.
The infighting has begun.
Maybe he's defending his haircut.
Wow, this is quite a unique interpretation of the rhythm. Oh, the other guy didn't get a chance to reply.
Maybe later.
Eksena sa pelikula, balik na sa tunay na buhay ng mga bida. Oo na, at inaaming nadapa kami noon. Kailangan yun para mas tumibay pa ang pundasyon ng isang pinakamalakas na samahang nagbigay ng inspirasyon sa bawat nilalang na nangarap din ng katulad din ng
he moves, the amount he sits down, it's like he's the notorious B.I.G. of the group. Just sitting down, walking slow.
Wasn't this the first guy? I think we come back to the first guy.
Marching as one, outrun all the trials and walk. We finish them all, and we remain untamed in this game. Hey, we hold the record of fame, supremacy lane. Cause together we stand, divided we fall. Same blood flows in this family. We're making history. We're still untouchables, like a wall of fire, burning all the enemy who desire to take the power to spread and raise the newly breed of army to continue the chains of our legend. recognize, represent, so we remember. It has been wonders, 187 MOBSTAZ.
That's another like one of those properly recognisable voices he has there.
The thing is, if you're like in their age range and you live in that area, do you have to be in that group?
This is the population of this particular neighbourhood. They're all rappers. It's a neighbourhood of rappers.
Do you have a choice? That's the problem.
Nothing gets done because everyone works as a rapper. There's no one in the service industry. Everyone in this town is a rapper. Wow. That was literally almost 15 minutes over one beat. The only stopping point of the beat was when the magician stopped it.
Yeah.
All
or
right.
when they got shot dead. Or when we got shot dead.
So that was like, what, 2012, I think that means? 2012?
So, MMXII.
2012, I think.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
All right, so thoughts on that. I've got to admit, first things first, they always say like a good sign of a good simple hip-hop beat is when it's one that doesn't get tiring. I must admit that I kind of noticed that it was just the same beat going around and around before halfway, but at no point did it become annoying. It kept on going, and you know, after a while, just when you kind of get used to the fact, okay, the beat's going to remain the same throughout, it's okay. It's not like grating. It's a good sort of funky beat, and I guess it's fair to give everyone the same beat to work with. But from the perspective of the listener, works fine. Yeah. I really I'm impressed with the sheer number of rappers who must have been in that. I should have looked and seen how long each one of them was getting, so I could have worked out the total number of people in that. It was amazing how fresh it sounded, because each person when they came in really did add a different flow. I used the 21 seconds to go example earlier. It was kind of similar to that, but whereas that was a more simplified version, this kind of felt like they were really doing something a little bit more, more varied with it. There was more different styles and things in this. So it really worked. Many different voices, many different deliveries, different languages were used.
Yeah.
It kept interesting, kept fresh throughout. I found that, if someone had explained to me, first of all, we got like just a lot of rappers and we have one beat that isn't going to change for 15 minutes, I would have probably been like, I've got to admit, after listening to that, actually, that was quite enjoyable. It's one of those ones where if you put that on, it will just be sort of, if you just want a piece of hip hop to just keep going in the background, then that would be it. I mean,
it seemed right, but it still kept rather engaging, didn't it?
Yeah, it kept engaging throughout.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, the video was quite engaging as well.
Yes. Threatening on points.
So the message wasn't very unifying. It was only unifying within their group.
If you are one of the million members.
Exactly. It's not them saying, anyone's welcome in our group, come in and we'll welcome you with open arms. I remember a certain group who had a certain message. Who were they? I can't remember now. Oh, it doesn't matter, I guess.
Fear of this joke. They officially have more members than AKB48.
Yeah, exactly. A lot more aggressive than AKB48 as well. I don't think they do handshake meets for CD sales. I think they do cap popping meets, I think.
Hire a drive-by.
But yeah, so it's like, thanks for watching our music video. I'm going to shoot you in the face.
Do you know what though? Actually, by far
be afraid of us. There's a lot of us. Here's our Uzi. Here's our guns. And it's like,
not that I would be in a rush to mess with any of them. The two most threatening guys in that video, if you're just looking at sheer threat level, one was the guy who turned up looking like he's never cut his hair, just wearing like a curtain.
Yeah, he does look like he's escaped from somewhere where they wouldn't let him have scissors.
Whatever he said, you agree with that guy. And the other one was the guy who was very, very proud of his like lowrider push bike. I was like, that guy.
You can imagine him like adding knives to the front and the spokes, and him just like Chucky from Child's Play.
I was thinking more like Debo from Friday. He's got a bit of a Debo vibe. It's just like just something about anyone who's that confident on a push bike.
Yeah, exactly.
Just don't. I mean, the guns are threatening. Much more threatened by those two guys.
Yeah, because they'll come right at you.
It's like, you don't know what they're capable of. I'll be honest though. So on that sort of like gangster hip hop level, it kind of had that sort of bite of having it sort of like, it had the sort of swagger to it.
Yeah.
But it was still a quality tune. It wasn't just a bunch of people lazily getting on the microphone going, I'm gonna kill you, kill you, kill you, kill you, next person.
Yeah, I'm going to kill you too.
Yeah.
How about you? I'll kill you too. It's just like the whole group, and they all sound the same.
Yeah,
it's like, like those London-based gangster rap music videos and stuff. It could have easily fallen into that territory.
Yeah, bruv, gonna kill you now.
Yeah, shitty
blah,
southeastern
blah, blah. Shoot you
London
in the face.
rap.
Yeah,
dangerous for me to say because I live in southeast London. So
you live enough in the sticks that there's fields in your area.
I don't know. Northwest Kent has its own problems.
The ghettos of Northwest Kent.
Chatham Crew. I live right between.
They work on a ship.
I live between Chatham and Woolwich, so I think I am in some danger of retribution.
Chatham Crew just sounds like sailors.
Haven't been there recently, have you? Clearly.
Sorry. I clearly am not aware of the grime revolution of Chatham.
Clearly not, actually. But anyway, this had substance. These guys had distinctive styles.
Whatever you think of the message or style, whether this be your thing or not, I know some people just don't get into this type of music. It can't be denied that considering that the beat just remained constant, they as rappers carried a 15-minute song. They carried a 15-minute song. They passed it a bit between each other. They added a bit of uniqueness. They added their own flows to it. They added their own voices.
Some guys had extra bits in the background they added. Like when you said you couldn't hear me earlier, I said that guy had weird grunts and like backing vocals. In his part,
they layered their vocals up.
I guess that must be part of his style because he just kept having bits like and stuff. And the other guy
he's getting a bit DMX.
And there was another guy who had a long grunt. He had like as part of his song, and it was like that's one way of getting your style. Yeah.
Just clearing his throat, that's all.
Exactly.
All right, guys. Anyway, that's our opinions on this one. I actually really thank you, big thank you. I can't remember who actually recommended this one, as it was in one of the comments. Where we usually take our suggestions off the Reddit suggestion thread, but I took this from one of the comments because I wanted to pick up on some of the Filipino songs and some people had mentioned in some of the Francis Magalona comments, which is I think where I saw this. So I just wanted to say, big thank you for that. It's an interesting one. Yeah. Definitely interesting. Definitely worth the 15 minutes invested. So big thank you. And of course, if you want to check us out anything else, obviously you can suggest it in the comments, but if you definitely wanted to get through to us, remember in the description there is a link to our Reddit, where there's a Reddit suggestion thread. If you pop a link in there, I'll definitely get around to it eventually, just to make sure it doesn't get missed. Anyway, for now, from Japan, thank you so much for tuning in. Get in the comments whether you're a fan of this kind of thing or not, we've heard this song before or not, whether you know more information you can tell us or not. Get in there, tell us your comments. We'll be looking forward to hearing what you guys say. But until then, until we see you on the next video, for now, from Japan, ciao, ciao. Thanks for watching. Feel free to check out more of our hundreds of videos we got online on this channel right now, or get involved in the discussion with us at the many social media links we've got in the description below, where you can suggest new videos and artists for us to check out on the channel. Or you can just do the usual YouTube stuff and comment, like, subscribe. You know how this works by now.